Can you imagine spending more than a lifetime behind bars? How would you react to receiving such a sentence? Today, we're diving into the cases of the longest prison sentences ever handed down in history. Get ready to discover the details of the most extreme punishments. Andres Mendoza, Mexico, 572-year sentence. Known as the Cannibal of Atizapán, Andres Mendoza was convicted for the brutal murders and dismemberment of at least 17 women between 2012 and 2021. This horrifying case was so shocking that it sparked a national debate on femicides in Mexico. Human remains were found in his home, and he confessed to the crimes. The 572-year sentence reflects the magnitude of his atrocities, yet some still demand more justice for all his victims. Renee Lopez Morales, Mexico, 1,050-year sentence. This case shook Mexico to its core. Renee Lopez Morales was convicted of repeatedly sexually assaulting his own 11-year-old daughter. What horrified the public most was the brutality and frequency of the crimes, which he committed for over 4 years. Faced with a 1,050-year sentence, Lopez Morales became one of the men with the longest sentence in Mexico, a symbolic punishment for an abominable crime that devastated his family. James Egan Holmes, USA, 12 life sentences plus 3,318 years. In 2012, James Egan Holmes terrorized the nation when he opened fire in a movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, during a Batman screening. The massacre left 12 dead and 70 injured. His sentence wasn't just a single life term, but 12 plus 3,318 additional years due to multiple charges of attempted murder and explosives use. This case left an indelible mark on U.S. criminal history. Alan Wayne McLaurin, USA, 11,250-year sentence. Alan Wayne McLaurin was arrested along with his accomplice, Darren Ben Alfred Anderson, for a series of violent crimes that included rape, kidnapping, and other offenses in 1994. His original sentence was 20 centuries, but after appealing, the court increased his sentence to over 11,000 years. His case became one of the most iconic in the U.S. justice system due to the size of the sentence and the brutality of his crimes. Charles Scott Robinson, USA, 30,000-year sentence. In one of the most notorious child abuse cases in the United States, Charles Scott Robinson was sentenced to 5,000 years for each of his multiple crimes, totaling a 30,000-year prison term. This case resonated due to the magnitude of the abuse and the severity of the charges. Amman Eloi, Spain, 42,924-year sentence. Amman Eloi was a key figure in the March 11, 2004 Madrid bombings, where train explosives killed 193 people and injured more than 2,000. This attack was the worst terrorist act in European history, and Eloi was convicted for his role in planning and executing the attack. Despite the long sentence, Spanish law limits the maximum prison time he can serve to 40 years. Chamoy Thipieso, Thailand, 141,078-year sentence. Chamoy Thipieso was convicted for one of the largest pyramid schemes in Thai history, involving over 16,000 people and causing multi-million-dollar losses. Though the Thai justice system sentenced her to a record 141,000 years, she only served 8 years in prison due to local laws. This case illustrates how, despite extreme sentences, legal mechanisms sometimes allow for drastic reductions in prison time. These people not only received the longest sentences in history, but they also became symbols of some of the most heinous crimes we've ever seen. For some, justice has been severe yet necessary. For others, the sentences seem almost impossible to serve. Is this the right way to punish those who commit such terrible acts? Leave your comments, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell to keep discovering the most chilling cases, the most impactful stories, and remember, the truth is always beyond what we can see.